All right, hello and welcome back to another yoga story. If you are new here, I am Leanne, and if you're not new here, welcome back. This is Shane. He is here today because I think he likes the theme of today's story. Are you warming up for yoga too, Shane, for a yoga story? The truth is I had to borrow one of his toys for today's story, and that's why he is here. But let's warm up so that we can get right into our story. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to come into our crisscross yoga sauce position. I'm going to give you a hint for today's yoga story. I have, for our warm up, can you see this? It is a seashell. So we are going to do some ocean breathing. So that's what you need to do. So I'll put the seashell right here in front of me. Sometimes we use seashells and you put it up to your ear and you can imagine the sound of how the ocean sounds. So you can pretend to take a seashell. I'll just use my hand so that we all have the same thing. And if you cup your hand as though it's a shell, I want you to breathe in and hear the sound of the ocean also in your breath for ocean breathing. And notice how you feel as you slow down and breathe out. And let's change hands, other ocean seashell up to your ear and breathe in. You can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And breathe out. To make ocean breaths, I close the back of my throat a little bit, sort of the same way you do when you're falling asleep, almost like snoring, and you breathe in and you breathe out. We're going to try to practice ocean breaths throughout our yoga story today. So let's take another ocean breath, but this time bring our shoulders up to our ears. And then roll them back as you breathe out and bring them down. Now we're going to do some spinal flexion. So your spine is that nice, those long bones and you're stacking behind you on your back. So we're going to breathe in and open your chest and flex your spine. Open your heart, and then breathe out and round it back like we do in cat pose. So it's sort of like cat and cow, but instead of being on your hands and knees, you're sitting crisscross applesauce. Breathe in, open, breathe out, round. One more time, breathe in, open. And that ocean breath as you round and round and flex and roll. All right, breathe in and twist to one side. And back to center. And the other side. And back to center. And I think we're ready for today's story. And we're going to meet a lot of interesting sea creatures, but the main character in today's story is a very beautiful octopus named Otto. And this is Shane's toy, so that's why I think he's here, because we're playing with his toy today. So Otto was an octopus who lived deep, deep, deep under the sea. There are many creatures that we do know that live in the ocean and many that we don't know. So in this yoga story, we're going to start by meeting an octopus named Otto. I love octopus pose because you get to use all your parts of your body. So bring your arms and legs in front. I'm going to go to the side so you can see me, but you can go any way you like. And you're going to find your balance a little bit on your sits bones, sort of like boat pose, but you don't have to be straight. Everything can be really loosey-goosey. So octopus arms and legs are really loosey-goosey, and you can use your fingers and your toes and your neck and even your tongue. And imagine that you have 8 legs just like Otto the octopus, and feel yourself as you're breathing and moving through this pose with your ocean breath. Feel your whole body softening and strengthening as you're breathing. So Otto the octopus lived at the bottom of the ocean floor all by herself. She lived a solitary life, and she was perfectly happy with that. You know why? Because she had many arms and legs to keep her company, and she liked to play make-believe with them, and she liked to imagine to have tea parties and to play games and even hide and seek, all by herself at the bottom of the ocean. But one day she was just doing her thing, minding her business, being an octopus, when a beautiful sea star leisurely came walking by. leisurely. Let's stand up and be a sea star. I also love sea star pose because you get to take up so much space and you get to use your hands as sea star. So turn your 5 fingers, if you have 5 fingers, turn them on one hand into a sea star and raise it up. Really take up space. And the other hand, same thing. And open your legs and feel all the points of your body. Your 5 points. Head is 1 point. Feel it reaching up. Hand is another point. 2, 3. Other hand. 4, 5. So all of your sea star points are now reaching beautifully, taking up space, and take a deep ocean breath here in sea star pose. Open your heart and round your back as you take a sea star breath out. Do it again. Breathe, sea star open, and sea star round it out. So this sea star just was walking by. Just sea stars move very slowly, in case you didn't know. And saw Otto and just said, hey, I'm on my way to Dolphin Cove. If you'd like to meet us, we're going to go there. And what do you think Otto said? Otto said, sure, I'd love to join. So let's mark our way to Dolphin Cove in dolphin pose. I just so happen to have a dolphin here that we get to play dolphin with. So to be a dolphin, you're going to come into your tabletop pose in sea star hands and breathe in. And when you're ready to breathe out, lower your elbows down onto your yoga mat, and you can clasp your hands in front of you, and you can tuck your toes under, and you can practice lifting your knees up off the mat as you breathe in, and then lower your knees down as you breathe out. So dolphins love to splash. So splash and lift your hips up with your breath coming in, and lower your knees down as you breathe your breath out. Do that 2 more times. Breathe in, breathe out, and then 1 more time, all the way to Dolphin Cove with Otto and Sea Star. Breathe in, and breathe out. Well, when they got there, there were many other creatures from the ocean that Otto had never met before, including a crab. This time we're going to do a backwards table. So bring your hands behind you, your feet in front. One amazing thing about crabs is they don't walk forward and back, but they walk side to side. So we're going to lift our hips up. Get your heart nice and open. Open your shoulders. Breathe your hips up. And lower it down with your breath. Do it again. Find a nice opening in your hips. Breathe your hips up. Opening your chest. And out. And 1 more time. Let's be a crab. Backwards table. Breathe it up. And if you feel comfortable when you're here, you can crawl your crab from side to side. And come down. Now I'm going to invite you to be one of the mysterious sea creatures that has never ever been discovered before. You can invent a yoga pose of your very own. I'm going to invent one too. I wonder what I'm going to try. Never been done before. Okay. Ooh. My sea creature makes noises. And has antenna. And try it on the other side. Switch it over. On the other side. It is. Make sure everything is really stretchy and silly. What kind of sea creature are you being that Otto got to meet in Dolphin Cove? I hope that yours was as silly as mine. And they also met up with some very, very silly sharks. Shark pose is so much fun because you get to make a shark fin in your body. We're going to start by doing our shark on our knees so we can open up our chest for shark pose. So take your hands, put them behind you, and clasp your hands like a shark fin and open it up and breathe here, look up. And then we're going to come forward as you breathe out and lift your shark fin all the way up and breathe it back up. Let's try being a standing shark. Come all the way back up. Keep your hands behind you if you can, and practice coming up without using your hands. So use your balance. Slowly coming up. Keep your shark fin behind you. Keep breathing. I'll go to the side so you can watch my shark fin coming up. Do the same thing. Hands together. Breathe up. And we're going to lower our shark fin all the way down as you breathe out. Nod your head yes and shake your head no. And come back up. And release your shark fin here. So all of the creatures in the sea were playing really nicely together. Otto loved getting along with the others, playing chase and hide and go seek, and even Ring Around the Rosie with all of those friends. But after a while, Otto decided to say goodbye to the friends and make their way all the way home. So let's come back to the bottom of the ocean floor, slowly, slowly. I'm going to move my sea friends over to the side. I'm going to come back into my octopus pose, finding my balance, finding my breath, balancing on my sits bones. And let's turn our arms and legs back into octopus arms and legs. Sometimes it feels like almost like spaghetti because you're really soft and loose. Neck, shoulders, breathing. And then we're going to slowly lower our bodies all the way to the bottom of the ocean floor, just like this. We made it. So Otto made it all the way home. But you know what Otto realized? She realized that she really did love to play with others. And she did go back and play with them many, many times in Dolphin Cove. But she still loved her own company and playing and using her imagination on her own. Otto made new friends and she enjoyed playing with them. It really made her happy, but she also enjoyed her own company and she was grateful for the life that she had in the great, big, mysterious sea. I'm so proud of you for choosing to do another yoga story with me today. I hope that the yoga was really fun and made your body feel great. You are now stronger from all of that yoga, and your breath is so healthy for your body to take those deep breaths. So keep breathing those ocean breaths. Keep breathing into who you are, and know that just like Otto, that you are always your very own best friend. So the more yoga that you do, the better that you'll feel in your own skin, in your own body, in your own special, unique, wonderful way. That is just for you. I'll see you again soon for another yoga story. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other stories that we have. But for now, namaste. My awesome sees you are awesome. See you soon. All right, you think it's for you? Do you want to do yoga with us today? You're always welcome. Oh boy. Usually you're just being a pooper napper. Okay. So oh my god, look at this little nugget. Look at him, look at him. With her dog. And with Benji. How does she do it? When Benji's around, I couldn't even. Okay. Are you really just gonna stand here? Come here. Okay. Even she loved. Oh boy, this is becoming a situation.